Rick's day off. Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here, and I wasn't sure what to call today's video. Rick's day off, a day in the life of Rick, Rick's PTO, wasn't sure. But regardless, today is going to be about doing some things that I really would like to do more often, but with everything that's going on with the Rick's verse and everything I do on YouTube, I rarely find the time to do them, but that's going to change today. Come along. Want to go with me?
Okay, I'll go.
Now normally when I take some time for myself, I would take the top off the Jeep, but it is a little cool today, and our first activity is going to make me a little colder. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's tune in a little 80s music and head to our first destination, which is Rock Springs at Kelly Park. It should not be too difficult to find a parking spot today. Be way different in the summertime. The cost to get in, $3 to $5 per vehicle, depending on how many people are in your vehicle. Before I grab my snorkel gear and change, let's give you a little review of the area. Barbecue pits and picnic tables and sand volleyball courts all around. Right up this way is a concession stand. Cash only, by the way. They also have restrooms and lockers up here. I don't think this is going to be open today. The food they offer here is what you would expect. Cheeseburgers, hamburgers, chicken nuggets, hot dogs, corn dogs. This area here is the main, like, wading and swimming area. I believe it's a little less rocky than the rest of Rock Springs. Here's our first bit of wildlife. Little turtle sunning on the rock, well, sunning in the shade. Saw me and went for a swim. I'll be down there in a minute, buddy. Now we are not going to be wading or swimming in that little swimming hole. We're going to be snorkeling down this river here. The mouth of the springs is that way. This is Florida's best natural lazy river, and 99% of the people who come here are going to be using a tube to tube down this river, but not us. I have my snorkel gear. Today's video is not meant to be a complete review of this park. I mean, it is my day off after all. I have done a couple of videos about Kelly Park on my other channel, Rick's Road Trips. Please go subscribe to it because I have relaunched that channel. You know how I like to color block my channels? Yellow is for Universal, blue is for Disney. Well, pink is for Rick's Road Trips. There is a link to that channel in the description box. Go subscribe so you can come along on all our adventures. And lucky for you guys, there's already a library of adventures on that channel. Alright, let's head to the mouth of the springs, and then I'll grab my gear and I'll take you on a POV of Rock Springs Run. In addition to the swimming and tubing and snorkeling, there are hiking trails here. This is not a hiking trail. This is just the trail that takes us to the mouth of the spring. Almost there. I just want to point out, even on my day off, I can't get away from height requirement boards. This one, not for people, it's for your float, your tube. For everyone's safety, your float ought to not be bigger than 5 feet. And there it is. That is the mouth of Rock Springs. Little cave system back in there. They do have bars up to keep people from going back in the caves. I do have some buddies of mine that back in the day went back there, shimmied through the bars. We were all skinny back then. But this is the mouth of the river or the spring. There's our little buoys. We're not allowed past the buoys. Right there is where we can start having our fun of tubing and snorkeling. Let's give you a better look at the water. Try not to fall in. Now this is called Rock Springs for a reason. If you come here, do not attempt to walk down the river. It is very, very rocky. Even with swim shoes, I would not recommend it. I think when I go get on my rash guard and my snorkel gear, this is where we're going to enter the water and let it push us down this way. Just a couple more beauty shots before I grab all that gear. We will be sliding over some of these rocks. And it is a pretty strong current. It'll just push you down the river. Very rarely will I tube this. I've always been a snorkeler here. This park is actually just a few miles away from my old high school, so I did come here a lot as a teenager, almost every afternoon. All right, I have all my gear. Let's read the warning sign one last time. Beware. Alligators, wild and dangerous. There's also warning signs for bear and snakes for those who are taking the hiking paths. Also, it's not summertime, therefore, no lifeguard on duty. Now for you guys, I have a special mask. I'm going to make a couple runs down this spring, but the first one will be with one of my old masks that I put a GoPro on. So you'll get a complete POV of the river. Now I've never done this with a GoPro over my right eye. We'll see how that goes. But that's for you guys. I'll make my second run with a regular mask. And without further ado, let's hop in the water. I think it should be super clear because I'm the only one going in the water today. I don't think anyone is gone before me, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's ease into it. Now the water is actually warmer than the air temperature right now. This part is a little easier to walk. It's still rocky though. I will admit, now normally I would, like when I was a teenager from high school, be one of the last ones down the river. Today I'm the first and I think only one. I do find that a little unnerving. Especially since this is not the busy season and this river isn't so packed with people. So the wildlife might get a little more comfortable, like these turtles. Now I hardly go this far on my own. I get out at those steps by the bridge. But for you guys, I'll go a little further. I'm definitely the only one who has been down the run today. But, ooh, look at that. I wanted to come this way to get to the bridge here where we can peek over to the kayaking and canoeing place, our part of the river. We missed that turtle. I've never seen otter on this side of the river either. Mainly those little fish we've seen and those little, some turtles. I have seen some otter, you know, kayaking in different spots, but not snorkeling. You know, usually it's so busy here with people tubing and stuff. All right, there's the bridge. Let's finish the last part underwater. So that's the way we just came. We just snorkeled down You can't snorkel past this bridge. This is for, or this side of the spring run is for kayaking and canoeing. I've done videos on the road channel where we've kayaked here. I'll leave a link to that King's Landing video. Another one of my favorite things to do in the area is kayak the Emerald Cut. And now we walk back to the mouth of the spring and do it again. Like I said, normally I don't snorkel down all the way to that particular bridge. I get out kind of where the swimming hole is and repeat my snorkel. But this way gives us a little barefoot hiking. I will admit this was a more unique experience for me because the water temperature warmer than the air temperature. This is just the path to get back. It's not a hiking path. There, that was one of the hiking paths. No bike paths here, although when I get my Mach Wheel Scoria e-bike, I think we'll try to find some bike trails and have some adventures on those. But that would be on the road trip channel, Rick's Road Trips. Now we're back here where we started at the mouth of the spring. I'm gonna switch snorkel gear. It was a little weird doing it with one eye covered, but still enjoyable. I'm going to make one more short run. I'm not gonna go all the way down this time. Just a short run that I would normally do, and then we'll dry off and head out for some lunch. Here is one last shot of this beautiful spring river. I feel so refreshed after doing this. It really is the fountain of youth. I would come here once a week, but I don't think you guys want to see a once a week video at Rock Springs, but I need to make it a goal of mine to come here more often. Okay, we're all done here. Let's go have a lunch. Now, I am trying to decide, do I go home before lunch and take the top off, or do we just go to lunch? I'll think about that on the drive. I've made it home and I have chosen to take off the top before we go to lunch. I just need a few minutes and a hoist. So that is about a 12-minute operation, but I do happen to have the best assistant in the world, Winnie. There's my assistant. Oh, you did a good job helping Daddy with the top. Oh, yes you did. Oh, yes you did. Oh, let's go get a treat. Oh, good girl. All right, now that Winnie's had her treat, let's go have our lunch, and then maybe we can have a treat. Today's lunch is in historic downtown Winter Garden. The place we were going to eat at used to have barbecue. It's transformed into a hot dog place. So, let's try the hot dogs. Over to the right there is Scoops. Remember when we tried to have ice cream there during a live stream? It's open today. It was too cold that day. Not too cold today. But Harold's is over here to our left. Let's cross the street and get the hot dogs. Or maybe they have a chili dog. Harold's hot dogs and cold cones. What's this say? What's up, dog? Ketchup with us? Oh my God, I don't know if I can eat here. All types of specialty hot dogs in there. I saw a Chicago dog. I think I saw a Carolina dog. I went with more traditional, basic chili cheese dog with cheese sauce, not shredded cheese, and onion. And they have different buns to choose from. I just went with a classic bun too, but you have different bun options as well. So this is $7 and the root beer is $3. They also have like ice cream cones, milkshakes, and floats. And with it being such a beautiful day, decided to eat outside. They do have indoor seating, but why do that on such a pretty day? All done with lunch. All in all, not a bad chili cheese dog. The hot dog itself had a lot of flavor, but my hot dog was, it's kind of a basic chili cheese dog. We'll have to have Nikki with us one day to try the fancier hot dogs. She really likes Chicago dogs, so she could order that and give that a try and see how it compares to other Chicago dogs that she had. Now, speaking of Nikki, she's done with work early, so she's on her way here right now. So a little bit of a change of plans for me. I was going to leave here and go get my favorite ice cream, which is Jeremiah's, and it's a bit down the road, halfway to Universal, in fact, from here. But while I was having my hot dog, I saw a guy holding one of those sandwich boards advertising a German bakery. So when Nikki gets here, we're gonna go try out the German bakery. Just down the sidewalk here, I thought it was gonna be my day off, but looks like I gotta go to work. Here at the kissing booth. Hold my camera. Well, another change of plans. I got a second text from Nikki. She's not coming, so I'm gonna go try the German bakery on my own. That bakery is on South Boyd Street. That is the Winter Garden Railway Museum, and the bakery just over here. They just moved into this location, so they are still building it out, but the ovens are working and everything, so let's go try something. This sort of looks like the sandwich board the guy was holding. Let me zoom in, and they do have nationwide shipping. Make sure you guys can get that QR code. Hopefully that works for you. I went with something simple again, cheesecake, but it doesn't look that plain to me. It looks pretty appetizing. $7.25 for one slice of cheesecake. First couple bites, I would have to say this is heavenly. Now, the owner and the baker is from Germany. This is authentic German cheesecake and authentic German baked goods in here. Oh my goodness, that owner was so nice. He let me sample a few other things. Amazing. I am so excited to have that German bakery. Beneficial Breads is the official name of the bakery in my hometown. We're gonna come back once he finishes building out the bakery. 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be back and trying some more stuff. And look what I just found, a pretty wall as a backdrop to say goodbye. Thank you guys for letting me have a day off. Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to have more days off. And as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. See you next time.